Hello everyone, welcome to Lukman IS. Today we are going to have the Hindu analysis of 2nd July 2020. So let us see which are the important articles that have appeared today. Not more important, let's say articles, only few articles which are important for your examination, for mains examination and for prelims examination. So first of all, the editorial on page number 6, lacks on safety. The article is talking about the industrial what you can say disaster that has been happening in recent times, especially in Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh. So what are the important points? You need to know that some examples, like recently the boiler blast at Neyveli thermal power station in Tamil Nadu, and at the same time there is simultaneously other industrial disaster that happened, the toxic chemical leak at pharmaceutical plant in Visakhapatnam. So earlier also there was boiler blast in Neyveli, okay, so 1 or 2 months back. At the same time there was again what you can say in Visakhapatnam, there was again the chemical leak in the LG Polymers company. So these are some examples from the recent times for industrial disaster. So what the article is specifically topic in the first part, it is talking about this what you can say Neyveli thermal power plant station or the boiler blast. What it is talking about is the without meticulous care, boilers are dangerous. There is high pressure and superheated steam. We need to know the basics about it. Boiler mein kya hota hai? Now what happens in let's say power production, the boiler has very high level of or highly heated water or in the boil form of steam, okay, and that steam is having the latent heat that helps in let's say powering the steam turbines, okay, and from that steam turbines there is production of electricity. So this is how we know that the electricity production goes on through electromagnetic induction, or we can say that whatever the electricity that is produced, that is from this thermal energy that is converted into mechanical energy and then mechanical energy to electrical energy, okay. So यहाँ पे क्या होता है, सुपर हीटेड स्टीम होता है and that is very lethal combination, high pressure and superheated, and therefore they are actually regulated strictly through Indian Boilers Act 1923. ठीक है, बिफोर इंडिपेंडेंस का एक्ट है, दैट इज वी आर गोइंग कंटिन्यूइंग दैट सेम एक्ट even after independence. At the same time, the second part it is talking about the gas leak in Visakhapatnam, benzimo diesel. Okay, so benzimo diesel वो केमिकल का नाम है, तो वो भी आपको पता होना चाहिए कि कौन सा केमिकल है प्रीलिम्स के लिए. At the same time, we need to know that the occupational safety, this word is important when we talk about industrial disaster. Occupational safety, okay. So this demands that boilers are operated by trained personnel. However, the Neyveli power plant, whatever the accident that has happened, the death of workers or contractual workers that has happened, okay. So let me give you background of this, that the boiler was already not working at that point and they were repairing that boiler, okay. So that should have been done by the trained and skilled workers at that let's say position. That work is skilled work, and therefore there is concern or question raised because of this death of unskilled work contractual workers at that what you can say site, okay. So this is one of the concern. Second, it is talking about is that response of state and center in such kind of industrial disaster is not more than let's say giving compensation to those families who have lost the members of those families in this industrial disaster, okay. At the same time, the transparent inquiry that leads to fixing responsibility and reform is given low priority, okay. Some kind of nexus, politician businessman nexus, you can say that, but yes, what we can hear experience from the earlier industrial disaster is there is a very low focus on safety or let's say precautions or implementation of laws and rules related to that. Such accidents are mostly preventable and occur rarely in industrialized world, okay. Why? Because of impeccable attention to safety. Now let me tell you, even I have worked at one of the site in the company in let's say what you can say refinery company, and let me give you let's say that company was all MNC, okay, and I have seen the safety standard being implemented by MNC, and those are very poor safety standards, though they try to, let's say, implement. However, the on-site level safety is very poor, okay. So that's why the article is focusing on, let's say, we should follow the, let's say, whatever the standards they have in the Western world, industrialized country. And that's why the conclusion, which is very important here, India's aspirations to industrialize should be founded on safety, right. So safety here, we have another important industrial disaster जो आसाम में हमने देखा था, right. There was blowout of gas well in Bagjan region of Assam, and that's why that is also again one of the, let's say, severe lapse in implementing safety norms, okay. So if the question is asked in GS3, okay, so GS3 disaster management, and there can be question on industrial disaster, continuously 3-4 disasters and death of people and impact on environment also. So all these factors should be let's say focusing or give the fodder for UPSC to ask question on this topic. Fine. Next the question, analyze the causes of recent industrial disasters in India and suggest appropriate way forward. Very straightforward question that is asked here, and that can be asked like causes, you should give the legal causes or the lapses on the part of administration. You can give such reasons as well as you should give the reasons like the technological know-how. We are seriously lacking on that part also in terms of safety. Okay, so old, let's say, outdated technology that we are using here. The best example is boilers in this, what you can say, part. And suggest appropriate way forward. In way forward, you can let's say visit NDMA guide, website for the guidelines on industrial disasters. At the same time, you can mention these things like words like occupational safety and similar kind of words. Okay, fine. So moving on, next article, it is talking about. Yes, we know that a very brutal incident that has happened in Tamil Nadu of, let's say, human rights violation also, as well as excesses of police institution, and that's why the article completely revolves around police reforms. Some key words that you should know about while writing if the question is asked on police reforms in GS2. Okay, so governance part is there. At the same time, we have public administration optional. So those students they can expect question on police reforms. So what are the keywords? Two important Supreme Court cases: Joginder Kumar versus State of UP and DK Basu versus State of West Bengal. These two cases, Supreme Court had given two important rights to the people in context of any state action: a right to life and a right to know. Okay, so right to life and right to know, basically what you can say, these rights, the justification given is from your constitution itself, fundamental rights, and then these rights are, let's say, later on incorporated in Code of Criminal Procedure CRPC amending in 2008. Okay, so some important other cases, and very important, we can say that Prakash Singh versus Union of India 2006. Herein the Supreme Court has given very important guidelines, and which are those guidelines? Okay, so question can be, we will see the guidelines, but the question, type of question that can be asked like, to improve the governance in India, long pending police reforms is need of the hour. Okay, so governance से हम बोल सकते हैं कि इस तरीके से question आ सकता है. So what are these guidelines, Supreme Court guidelines in Prakash Singh case 2006? Some important points you should know about this as a way forward in police reforms. Okay, most of the states are still not implementing these reforms by amending the, let's say, Police Act, that is responsibility of state, as the law and order or the order is the subject, state subject in our constitution. So that's why what are these important? Constitute a state security commission in every state, constitute police establishment board in every state, police complaints authorities at state and district level, minimum tenure of at least 2 years for DGP and other key officials, ensure DGP of state police is appointed from amongst senior most officers, separate investigate police and law and order police. This is very important, you should mention this in your case study also. ethics का जब case study आता है इस तरीके से, जैसे कि अगर पुलिस इंस्टीट्यूशन का एक्सेसेस इन्वॉल्व होगा, ठीक है, तो आपने ये वे फॉरवर्ड में कहीं ना कहीं मेंशन करना चाहिए, लीगल वे फॉरवर्ड में, ठीक है। पहले तो आप एथिकल लेंगे बट बाद में आप लीगल भी प्रोवाइड करेंगे, तो इस तरीके से वे फॉरवर्ड देना चाहिए। कंस्टिट्यूट नेशनल सिक्योरिटी कमीशन टू अपॉइंट द चीफ्स ऑफ सेंट्रल पुलिस आर्म फोर्सेस, ओके, CAPFs। तो ये आपको याद रखने हैं और एग्जाम में लिखने हैं पुलिस रिफॉर्म से रिलेटेड, ठीक है। सो नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल, यस, नाउ फॉर प्रीलिम्स पर्सपेक्टिव, 6 वर्कर्स किल्ड। हमें पता है कि ये तमिलनाडु में नैवेली पावर प्लांट जो है वहाँ पे एक एक्सीडेंट हुआ बॉयलर के रिगार्डिंग एक्सप्लोजन जो हुआ था, एंड इन दैट यस अनफॉर्चुनेट डेथ ऑफ सम वर्कर्स एट द साइट। Some basics regarding this Neyveli Lignite Power Corporation of India Limited. This is Navratna government company. We know that PSUs are categorized as Navratna, Maharatna, right? So according to their turnover and profit levels. So it annually produces 30 million tons of lignite in open cast mine, especially at 2 places, Neyveli in Tamil Nadu in southern India and Barsingsar in Bikaner district of Rajasthan state. तो हमें जनरली लगता है कि नैवेली लिग्नाइट कॉरपोरेशन ऑफ इंडिया है तो वो सिर्फ नैवेल के यहाँ पे ही होगा, ठीक है। तो उनका माइनिंग कहाँ पे होता है, राजस्थान में भी होता है, ये भी आपको पता होना चाहिए। एंड यस, यू शुड ऑल्सो नो दैट लिग्नाइट डिपॉजिट्स इन इंडिया are at various places even outside Tamil Nadu also, ठीक है। मेजर डिपॉजिट्स तमिलनाडु में है एंड देन आसाम एंड यू कैन मेंशन द राजस्थान स्टेट ऑल्सो, ओके। सो अबाउट टाइप्स ऑफ कोल्स, ये आपको बेसिक्स है क्या है। एंथ्रासाइट हाईएस्ट कैटेगरी में हम बोलते हैं क्वालिटी कोल, बिटुमिनस लार्जेस्ट डिपॉजिट्स इन इंडिया, देन लिग्नाइट लोअर देन दैट एंड पीट। सो क्वालिटी इज ऑलवेज कंसिडर्ड इन कोल in terms of the carbon content, okay. So more the carbon content, higher the quality, and less the what you can say ash content, higher the quality. जैसे जैसे क्वालिटी कम होता है वैसे वैसे ऐश कंटेंट भी बढ़ता रहता है, ओके। सो कैलोरीफिक वैल्यू जो है उनकी कम होती जाएगी, कार्बन कंटेंट कम होता जाएगा, तो एनर्जी प्रोडक्शन जो है उससे हीट जो है वो कम होती जाएगी। सो अबाउट लिग्नाइट कोल, एज वी नो दैट दिस पावर प्लांट वाज बेस्ड ऑन लिग्नाइट कोल, तो उसके बारे में आपको पता होना चाहिए। लाइक इट इज़ ब्राउन इन कलर, कार्बन कंटेंट 40 to 55, इट इज़ एट इंटरमीडिएट स्टेज। यू शुड नो दैट कार्बन कैसे तैयार होता है, पीट से लेके इस तरीके से जाता है, ठीक है। तो कोल जो है वो किस तरीके से तैयार होता है, यस, फॉसिल फ्यूल्स ऑफ प्लांट्स विच वेर बरीड अंडरग्राउंड thousands of years ago, and the subsequent pressure and temperature changes that are happening inside the let's say earth surface. So because of that, the chemical reactions as well as physical pressure, all these factors together work upon it to form the coal, okay. So we need to know about this, that coal is nothing but the rock in our earth's crust, okay. Next is high moisture content, that's why it gives smoke when burnt. 3 important states है, आसाम, तमिलनाडु एंड राजस्थान। देन कोल डिपॉजिट्स ऑफ तमिलनाडु स्पेशली नैवेली में है, और पलाना और खारी माइंस जो है वो बीकानेर में है। वो माइंस के नाम भी पता होने चाहिए आपको ये कहाँ पे आएगा मेंस में, रिसोर्सेस जो टॉपिक है, तो कोल रिसोर्सेस ऑफ इंडिया इस तरीके से आपको प्रिपेयर करना है मेंस में, GS1 में, राइट। सो कोल रिसोर्सेस ऑफ इंडिया में यू शुड नो दैट मोस्ट ऑफ द कोल that is having in present in India, coal resources in India are from Gondwana period. Almost 98% is from Gondwana period, and that too this Gondwana period coal is located mostly in the peninsular region, and the remaining 2% is from tertiary period, okay. Tertiary period जो recent वाला है, mostly it is located in Himalayan region and mostly it is having this 2% is peat type of coal. ओके तो आप ये सब बेसिक्स आपको पता होने चाहिए कि कोल रिसोर्सेस इंडिया में कैसे हैं. तो प्रीलिम्स एमसीक्यूज इस तरीके से बन सकता है. सो यू कैन अटेम्प्ट दिस क्वेश्चन. मूविंग ऑन फर्दर, मिनिस्ट्री रिकंस्टिट्यूट सेंट्रल जू अथॉरिटी. ओके, रिकंस्टिट्यूट्स मतलब क्या है कि उसको नए मेंबर्स ऐड किए गए हैं. और नए मेंबर्स कौन से हैं यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हैं. an expert from School of Planning and Architecture Delhi and a molecular biologist. ये दो लोगों को उन्होंने ऐड किया है. Yes, it is expert members are needed in such kind of authority. Some basics regarding Central Zoo Authority. This is statutory body established under Wildlife Protection Act 1972, which was amended in 1991, and chapter 4A was added in the act for this Central Zoo Authority. Okay, and subsequently this was established in 1992. It has chairman and 10 members and a member secretary. So it implements what you can say National Zoo Policy 1998 and other it has other objectives like this one. Every zoo in the country is required to obtain recognition from this authority. At the same time, it regulates exchange of animals listed under Schedule 1 and Schedule 2 of WPA among zoos in India, present in India. Okay. At the same time, the body has, let's say, authority or the exchange of animals between India and foreign zoo is also approved by authority. ये भी आपको पता होना चाहिए. ठीक है, तो इंडिया के एक जू से दूसरे जू में लेके जाने के लिए कुछ इम्पॉर्टेंट जो प्रोटेक्टेड एनिमल्स है उनके लिए भी इनकी लेट्स से अप्रूवल लेना पड़ता है सेंट्रल जू अथॉरिटी का. और बाहर से अगर कोई एनिमल को हमारे इंडिया के जू में लाना है, ठीक है, तो उसके लिए भी अथॉरिटी का अप्रूवल लगता है. तो सच काइंड ऑफ practice prelims MCQ you can solve that in your UPSC examination. Again, it is important. Okay. Okay, so Kutu comes home. ये एक शोकेस नाम का जो पेज आता है द हिंदू में. हमने बोला है जनरली कि स्किप करो, बट आपको ध्यान रखना है कि कल्चर से रिलेटेड या कोई एनवायरनमेंट से रिलेटेड कोई टॉपिक आ जाता है उसमें, तो वो स्कैन किया करिए. ठीक है. सो कुठू एक्चुअली यहाँ पे क्या है कि इट इज़ अ आर्ट फॉर्म, पपेट्री आर्ट फॉर्म है. ओके, सो तोलपावा कुटू, दिस इज द पपेट्री आर्ट फॉर्म दैट इज अ शैडो पपेट्री दैट इज प्रैक्टिस्ड इन केरला. ओके, सो using leather puppets or leather what you can say glows, so not glows, leather puppets, ritual dedicated to Bhadrakali and is performed in Devi temples in that region. So it is popular in Palakkad, Thrissur and Malappuram districts of Kerala. These are made out of deer skin puppet. Okay, and the puppets are painted in vegetable dyes because they are long lasting dyes or long lasting color. At the same time, the two sticks are used to control these puppets. Now, why it is important? Prelims as well as GS1 mains. Okay, वहाँ पे भी आपको आर्ट एंड कल्चर सिलेबस में है. So there can be question on let's say explain or give an account of various kinds of puppetry art form in India. ओके, तो आपको पपेट्री टाइप्स कौन से आर्ट फॉर्म इंडिया में है ये आपको बेसिक्स पता होने चाहिए. प्रीलिम्स और मेंस में भी इस पे क्वेश्चन आ सकता है. सो देर आर बेसिकली 4 काइंड्स ऑफ पपेट्स दैट आर यूज्ड इन इंडिया. स्ट्रिंग पपेट्स, शैडो पपेट्स एंड रॉड पपेट्स एंड ग्लो पपेट्स. नाम याद रखने के लिए थोड़ा सा मुश्किल है कि ये कौन से है. हमें तो सिर्फ एक ही पता है, कठपुतली, क्योंकि वो मूवीज़ में दिखाया जाता है. राइट, कठपुतली का खेल जो दिखाया जाता है राजस्थान, है ना. तो पहेली नाम का शाहरुख खान का मूवी था, बराबर कि नहीं, इंडिया की तरफ से ऑस्कर के लिए भी वो गया था. शायद उसमें उन्होंने वो पपेट्री फॉर्म का कुछ तो उसमें दिखाया हुआ था राजस्थान का. ओके, तो कठपुतली जो है या कुंदेई ऑफ ओडिशा या गोम्बेट्टा ऑफ कर्नाटका, बोमलत्तम आर्ट फॉर्म ऑफ तमिलनाडु, दीज आर स्ट्रिंग पपेट्री. या फिर ये देख सकते हैं तोगालू गोम्बायट्टा ऑफ कर्नाटका, इस तरीके से शैडो पपेट्स है. यहाँ पे देख सकते हैं पावाकुट्टू ऑफ केरला, जो अभी हमने बात की थी, तोल पावाकुट्टू, ठीक है। तो ये ग्लोव्स पपेट होते हैं, शैडो पपेट्री में यूज़ होते हैं, ठीक है। तो देखो ये ग्लोव्स पपेट यहाँ पे पावाकुट्टू जो दिया है ना, तो यहाँ पे ये शैडो पपेट्री है, पावाकुट्टू सेम है, ठीक है, तोल ऐड हुआ है, तो इसलिए वो वहाँ पे हम बोल सकते हैं कि शैडो पपेट्री में वो यूज़ होता है, ठीक है। एक्चुअल में वो ग्लोव्स पपेट है। फाइन, सो you should know the basics about these types of puppetry form. Fine, so practice prelims question match the following में आ सकता है आपको. Next is captions and quotations. Basics about this is that from editorial this conclusion you can mention India's aspirations to industrialize should be founded on safety, okay, and the gap between highest court and lowly police officers, despite the criminal laws being struck down as unconstitutional, they continue to be enforced in various part of country by local police. Okay, तो ये आपको पता होना चाहिए ग्राउंड रियलिटी जिसको बोलते हैं ना हम, कि भले ही सुप्रीम कोर्ट वहाँ पे अनकॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल डिक्लेयर करता है कुछ आर्टिकल्स, कुछ आईपीसी के सेक्शंस, और ग्राउंड लेवल पे पुलिस जो है वो फिर भी वो इम्प्लीमेंट करने को मतलब करते हैं. So that's why the statement is talking about this ground reality. Okay, so you can write this in your essay also regarding governance part. Fine, so this was about today's The Hindu newspaper. For further information related to our foundation batch, which is a very, we can say the basics are covered in that batch. Those who are first timers in the preparation of UPSC examination, a very good platform that is provided for thorough preparation of prelims, mains and interview stages at Lukman IAS. So you can contact Lukman IAS for further information regarding this course. Thank you.